Hello, I'm Frank Hannaway, and welcome to Big Journey, Small Steps, the channel where I talk about my big journey to self-realization and the small steps I'm taking to get there, helped by my teacher, Easwaran. Well, Sunday of this week, July the 5th, I did my morning meditation, and then as always, I read the thought for the day, and I went, uh-oh, this is something I need to work on. And the theme of the thought for the day on the 5th of July was one-pointed attention. So one-pointed attention is one of the 8 points in our program, and it's one of the things that's very counterintuitive for 21st century people. The idea behind it is that whatever you're doing, you give that your full attention, and that alone. And that if you're going to give your attention to, if you're going to do something, you give it your attention. It seems very simple, but we live in a world where it's become not only accepted, but expected that you will be multitasking. Now, there's quite a bit of research about the brain that shows that you can't really multitask, that we delude ourselves into thinking that we can. But Easwaran was not a fan of multitasking. And if you look at some of the other traditions of meditation, they all, like mindfulness, for example, and even in the Buddha's writing, the Buddha said, when you walk, walk. And so that's one of the hard things to learn. And sometimes people just expect you to do 2 or 3 things at the same time, though I find that less and less as time has gone on. But I have some places that I'm totally responsible for and that I need to work on myself. And I've gotten better with driving. Driving was really hard for me because I couldn't imagine that you would drive without listening to the radio, listening to the news, talking to somebody, maybe even talking on your phone. I don't do any of those things anymore. I do the very best of my ability, focus on driving while I'm driving. Now, if you think about the collective effect of that, if everybody did that, what a safe driving environment we would be participating in. But since people aren't doing it, it's even more important that I do it, so that in case somebody swerves in front of me, which I don't know about you, but this happens to me all the time. So I need to be on my game so I can do what I need to do to keep things as safe as possible. So I've adopted that. Sometimes it's a struggle, but I did it little by little. And I can tell you it didn't just happen overnight. But the place I see it really needs work is like when I'm eating meals. When I eat with my mother, we talk, and that's appropriate. I'm giving her my attention, and I do tend to be good about giving other people my full attention when I'm talking to them. I could do better on the phone once in a while, but when I eat alone, I can't seem to eat without watching a YouTube video. So I'm going to make this commitment to you that I will not do that for this whole week, and I'll check back with you next week and let you know how I did. But I will include snacks in that. So if I have a snack, if I have fruit or something, I will eat the fruit. I will not watch YouTube videos. I will not thumb through something, a book or something. I will eat while I'm eating. So that's a good training. One of the suggestions that's in that reading for July the 5th, which I'll put the link to below, is that in between activities that you say your mantra. So for example, if I'm washing the dishes and then I need to go and say do the bank statement on the computer, that in between the time I quit washing the dishes, not watching them, they don't wash themselves, washing the dishes, and the time that I pick up the computer and do that I keep repeating the mantra over and over and over and over until so that the mind doesn't have a chance to do 80 million things. I don't know how your mind works, but my mind wants to be doing something all the time, and I would like it to settle down. It's amazing how much that's already happened in my life, but it can happen a lot more. That is all I have for you this week. I appreciate you spending your time with me, and as always, from the very bottom of my heart, I'd like to wish you peace and joy.